Hi, and welcome to TouchPoints TV. I'm Debbie House, editor of Retail TouchPoints, and I'm here today with Carin van Vuuren, who's the Chief Marketing Officer for Usablenet. Welcome, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
So we're going to talk a little bit about mobile, and let's just get right into it. Obviously, mobile continues to evolve. What would you say that retailers are battling with most when they're making decisions about how to move forward with their mobile strategies?
Well, Debbie, the good news is that traffic to mobile devices in the past year increased by 49%, so consumers are really liking what they can do on mobile. Marketers are still battling to really be fully optimized for mobile in all of their marketing activities. We see clients that are struggling with lean budgets, they're struggling without having a lot of resources, and when they do have access to resources, those tend to be typically prioritized towards getting things done on the desktop side. So mobile marketing remains a huge challenge for marketers, which affects their ability to really personalize campaigns for their shoppers.
Okay, so personalization is the theme of the next question that I'm going to ask you about. And we hear a lot of talk about personalization and context in retail today. So it basically comes down to getting the right message to the right person at the right time via the right channel. What can retailers start to do to improve their personalization strategies in an agile way?
Personalization is probably the single biggest trend that we know consumers are responding to, and content that is personalized outperforms anything else at least 3 times. So what that means is that consumers are looking for things that feel like they were designed for mobile. Marketers need to be thinking about what are the tools that they could deploy that helps them to create more sophisticated campaigns more often, and to be able to publish those campaigns without the long development cycles that they're typically having to deal with. So this means that marketers should be thinking about getting access to mobile marketing tools that are a bit more sophisticated than the templated stuff that they can do with their CMS or with their email providers. They need to be able to produce pages that have more rich content that would really connect with the shopper the first time that they land on those pages or on those microsites.
So can you share some examples of some of the retailers that you are working with who are implementing these mobile strategies successfully?
Yes. I will share examples of 2 retailers, one in the UK, one in the US. And essentially, both of these teams did the same thing. Non-technical teams being able to produce really sophisticated, creative campaigns themselves to support significant promotions. The first example is John Lewis. Every year they do a Christmas campaign, and they produce a really smart advertising series. This year, the desktop team supported the campaign in the regular way, but the marketing team built a fully optimized experience on mobile so that all of the traffic that came from mobile devices would view that campaign on a UCampaign page. A really highly interactive and engaging experience. The second example is a US-based example for a brand called Dress Barn. Dress Barn very recently launched a new brand called Dress Bar, and exactly the same dynamic. The rebranding was fully supported on desktop, but because there was lack of resources and lack of timing, the team had to get very creative on how to actually support the rebranding on mobile. The marketing team were able to build 5 or 6 really sophisticated experiences, essentially a microsite that supported the rebranding on mobile, and they were able to do that in weeks, not months. So this brings me to believe that when marketing teams have access to mobile publishing tools where they can build smart things themselves without the need of developers, and they can build campaigns that feel customized, it really brings much better results in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the personalization and the relevance, I think, is the other key term that's so important these days in these kinds of strategies.
Right. Consumers don't want plain click and take me to a mobile site experience. Consumers want things that are a little bit more engaging. Marketers need their agility back. They need the ability to publish things without having to really be heavily dependent on IT or developer resources. If they could have access to marketing tools like UCampaign, they can create a win-win scenario.
So do these solutions work for every type of retailer, or are we talking about, it really works better for certain sizes or types of retailers?
Mobile publishing tools is a win-win for any kind of retailer. Whether you're small and you don't have a lot of resources, Whether you're large and you've decided to go down the responsive route, the need is the same. You need to be able to do things quickly and easily, and these kinds of tools like UCampaign solve that problem very effectively.
All right, excellent. Thanks so much for sharing your insights with us today. Thanks to all of you for joining us. Have a great day.